All right, so let's dive right into this.
Yeah.
Let's dive right into this
Oh, wait.
world of Jio Financial Services
Sure.
and their Q2 FY25 results. So you've been following them pretty closely, and to really understand what they're up to, we've pulled together their press release, financial statements, and investor presentation.
It's an interesting story unfolding here. They're making some pretty bold moves in a
Yeah,
dynamic industry.
absolutely. So first thing that jumps out is they're officially a core investment company, a
Yes.
CIC, since July after receiving registration from the RBI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a key development, I think. It really signals a strategic move
Yeah.
towards managing investments,
Yeah.
building a diverse portfolio of
Yeah.
financial assets. It's like moving from building individual blocks to
Right.
constructing entire skyscrapers.
Yeah, they're aiming high. And to build those skyscrapers, they're going to need some capital. Their financial performance is pretty impressive. They reported a total income of Arita 111.67 crore for the half year ending September 30th, with a profit after tax of Rs 1001.70 crore.
Yeah, those are some strong figures, especially when you compare them to the previous quarter in the same period last year. You can see a clear upward trend in their earnings.
For sure. Now let's unpack those numbers a bit further. So their revenue streams come from different sources.
Hmm.
Interest income, dividends, fees, even gains from changes in asset values.
Right.
It's like they've got multiple engines powering their growth.
Diversification is key, that's right. And if you look a little closer, you can really see that interest income and dividends
Yeah.
are really the heavy hitters here. This suggests that those investments are generating substantial returns, fueling that expansion.
Yeah. Now, we often hear about standalone versus consolidated figures.
Yeah,
Can you break that down a little bit for someone who might not be a financial whiz?
absolutely. So think of JFS as that parent company with several subsidiaries, each one kind of representing a different business line. The standalone figures reflect the performance of just that parent company itself, while consolidated figures include the performance of all its children, so to speak.
So by comparing those two sets of
I
numbers,
think
you can get a better sense of how those subsidiaries are contributing to the overall picture.
Precisely. It's like looking at the roots of a tree versus the entire canopy.
Got it.
Both perspectives offer valuable insights.
Okay. And speaking of expanding their reach, JFS has been launching a whole bunch of new products recently.
They have.
Home loans, health insurance, salary accounts, even loans against property.
Wow.
It's like they're trying to offer a complete financial ecosystem.
Yeah. This aggressive product expansion really shows their ambition. They're not just targeting one customer segment. They're aiming to cater to a wide range of needs.
Yeah.
JFS is playing the long game here, trying to become a one-stop shop for all things finance.
It's fascinating to see how they're using technology to achieve this. They have this Gen-Null focus, as they call it,
Right.
highlights their commitment to this digital-first approach. Their Jio Finance app is gaining traction. It's cleverly integrated with their MyJio platform, which has a massive user base already.
That's a smart move. By seamlessly integrating financial services into a platform people use daily, you're making it incredibly convenient
Yeah.
for users to manage their finances.
They've been adding some really interesting features to the app since its beta launch. Biometric payments, account aggregation, even UPI International. They're really pushing the boundaries
Yeah.
of what a financial app can do.
It caters to a tech-savvy audience, that's for sure. One that values speed, convenience, security. It's a clear indication that JFS is positioning themselves as a modern,
Yes.
digitally driven
Yeah.
financial institution.
And they're not going it alone. One of the biggest developments is their partnership with BlackRock, the global investment giant.
So-
This joint venture covers asset management, wealth management, and broking.
Powerful combination.
It is a pretty powerful
It
combination.
really is. The BlackRock partnership is a testament to their ambition and their credibility.
Right.
It brings together the expertise of a seasoned global player
Yeah.
with the local knowledge and the reach of JFS.
And it seems like they're already making some progress.
Mhm.
They've received in-principle approval from SEBI for their asset management joint venture.
Yeah.
They've incorporated Jio BlackRock investment advisors for wealth management. Things are moving fast.
That's a positive sign. Regulatory approvals are crucial for ventures like this, and their swift progress suggests a well-structured plan,
For sure.
strong backing.
Yeah. Now let's move on to the core of any financial institution, lending.
Of course.
JFS is active in both corporate and retail lending, and their loan portfolio has grown significantly, reaching Rs 12,206 crore as of September 30th.
That tells us it's also about the quality of those loans. Are they lending responsibly? Are they managing risk effectively? These are the questions we need to explore further.
And that brings us to a crucial point. Their payments business.
Yeah.
JFS has increased its stake in Jio Payments Bank to over 82% and now has over 1.5 million CASA customers. Can you unpack what that means for those who might not be familiar with these terms?
Sure. CASA stands for Current Account and Savings Account. These are the most common types of bank accounts that individuals and businesses use for their day-to-day transactions.
Right.
A growing CASA customer base indicates that more people are trusting JFS with their money,
Yeah.
which is a positive sign for their payments business.
They're also expanding their network of business correspondents,
Right.
which suggests a strategy to reach a wider audience, particularly in underserved areas.
Yeah.
It seems they're not just focused on urban markets, they're aiming for a broader financial inclusion.
This expansion aligns with that general vision. By reaching out to underserved communities, JFS has the potential to empower individuals and businesses that have been excluded from the formal financial system.
And their payment gateway is also evolving. They've been adding new features and focusing on speed and convenience for merchants.
Right.
It's like they're building an entire financial ecosystem within their platform.
It's an integrated approach. That's key. By offering a suite of financial services,
Yeah.
JFS aims to provide a seamless and convenient experience for customers.
Now let's shift our focus to their insurance broking business.
Okay.
They're offering a variety of plans, 24 across 4 categories, and seeing growth in both their direct-to-customer and institutional channels.
They're clearly taking a multi-pronged approach to insurance distribution,
Yeah.
catering to both individual customers and businesses.
Right.
That broad reach is likely contributing to their growth in this segment.
And they even launched an employee benefits portal for institutional clients, adding another layer to their service offering. It seems they're leaving no stone unturned in their quest to become a comprehensive financial solutions provider.
Indeed, their focus on value-added services,
Yeah.
like that employee benefits portal, demonstrates their commitment to building those long-term relationships with their customers.
So we've seen a whirlwind of activity from JFS this quarter.
We have.
But what does it all mean for their financial health? Are they building their empire on solid ground? To answer those questions, let's turn our attention to their consolidated balance sheet.
This is where we get a deeper understanding of their financial position.
Okay.
By analyzing their assets, liabilities, and equity, we can assess their strength and stability.
Okay, we'll delve into the details of their financials in just a moment. But first, let's take a quick break. Stay with us. There's much more to uncover.
So looking at their consolidated balance sheet, you'll notice some interesting shifts in their asset composition. Their cash and bank balances, investments, loans, and other assets
Yeah.
all paint a picture of their financial strategy.
For those of us who don't analyze balance sheets every day, what should we be paying attention to here?
One key figure to watch is their net worth.
Okay.
It's essentially a measure of their overall financial health, like checking the foundation of a house
Right.
to make sure it can support future expansions.
And what's the verdict? Is their foundation strong enough for all these ambitious plans?
Well, based on the latest figures, their net worth is robust and has shown positive movement.
Okay.
This indicates that their expansion is backed by a solid financial footing.
That's good news for investors and anyone interested in seeing JFS succeed.
It is.
Speaking of investors, JFS seems to be earning praise for their transparency.
Yeah.
They've made their financial results, investor presentations, and other key documents readily available on their website and stock exchanges.
Transparency is crucial for building trust, and JFS is clearly making an effort to be open about their operations and performance.
Yeah.
This accessibility to information empowers stakeholders to make informed decisions.
So let's step back for a moment and consider the bigger picture.
Okay.
We've seen JFS evolve from a relatively new player to a force to be reckoned with in the Indian financial services landscape.
Their journey has been remarkable. In just a short period, they've managed to establish a presence across various segments, from lending and payments to insurance and asset management.
But it's not just about the breadth of their offerings, it's also about the depth of their strategy.
Absolutely.
They're not simply replicating existing models, they're leveraging technology and innovation to create a unique value proposition.
Yeah, their Gen All focus is a prime example.
Yeah.
They're not just targeting a specific demographic. They're aiming to make financial services accessible and appealing to everyone, regardless of age or tech savviness.
And their partnership with BlackRock is another significant piece of the puzzle. It
Yes,
brings together a global investment powerhouse with a local player that understands the nuances of the Indian market.
that partnership has the potential to be a game changer.
Yeah.
It could introduce new investment products and strategies to India, potentially benefiting both institutional and retail investors.
But as with any ambitious venture, there are always potential challenges. How do you see JFS navigating the complexities of the Indian market, especially with so many established players already competing for market share?
Well, competition is fierce,
Yeah.
and JFS will need to differentiate itself.
Mm.
Their focus on digital inclusion, their strategic partnerships, and their commitment to customer centricity could be key differentiators.
One area where they seem to be placing a lot of emphasis is financial inclusion.
Yeah.
They're talking about reaching underserved communities, empowering individuals through financial literacy, and providing access to capital for small businesses.
This focus on social impact is commendable and could be a significant driver of their long-term success.
Yeah.
If they can genuinely make a difference in the lives of millions of Indians,
Right.
it will foster loyalty and goodwill that goes beyond mere financial transactions.
So it seems like JFS is playing a multidimensional game.
He does.
They're aiming for growth and profitability, but they're also trying to create a positive impact on society.
It's an ambitious vision, but one that could reshape the financial landscape in India.
Yeah.
If they can successfully balance these objectives, they have the potential to become a truly transformative force.
Now let's address the elephant in the room, the BlackRock partnership.
Okay.
While it holds immense potential, it also comes with certain risks. How do you see this partnership playing out in the long run? Could there be potential conflicts of interest or cultural clashes?
Those are valid concerns.
Yeah.
Managing a partnership of this scale and complexity requires careful consideration.
Yeah.
Clear communication, aligned goals, and a shared vision are essential for success.
And let's not forget the regulatory landscape.
Right.
The financial services industry is heavily regulated, and navigating those regulations can be a challenge, especially for a company that's expanding as rapidly as JFS.
Regulatory compliance is paramount, and JFS will need to ensure that all its operations are in line with the evolving regulatory framework.
Right.
This requires a dedicated team of experts and a proactive approach to risk management.
So we've covered a lot of ground, from JFS's impressive financial performance to their ambitious expansion plans, their strategic partnerships, and their focus on social impact.
Yes.
It's a fascinating story that's still unfolding.
We're only at the beginning of this journey,
Right.
and the next few chapters promise to be just as exciting, if not more so.
Before we move on to our final thoughts and leave you with some key takeaways, I'd like to touch upon one area that we haven't explored in depth yet: wealth management.
That's an interesting observation. While JFS has made significant strides in other segments,
Yeah.
their foray into wealth management is still in its early stages.
We know they're planning big things with BlackRock in this space.
Yeah.
What could this mean for the average Indian investor? Could this partnership democratize wealth management, making sophisticated investment strategies and products more accessible?
That's certainly a possibility. JFS has the potential to bridge the gap between traditional wealth management services, which are often tailored for high-net-worth individuals,
Yeah.
and the needs of the emerging affluent class in India.
Imagine a future where managing your wealth is as easy and affordable as ordering food online.
Right.
That's the kind of disruption that JFS could bring to the market.
However, they'll need to overcome the trust deficit that often plagues the financial services industry.
Yeah.
Building a reputation for transparency, ethical practices, and customer centricity will be crucial for gaining the confidence of investors.
So while the potential is enormous, the challenges are equally significant.
They are.
It will be interesting to see how JFS navigates this complex landscape and whether they can deliver on their promise of making wealth management accessible to all.
Their success in this space will depend on several factors, including their ability to develop innovative products,
Right.
educate investors, and build a robust digital platform.
It's a story worth watching, and we'll certainly be keeping a close eye on their progress in the coming quarters. Now, let's move on to our concluding thoughts and leave you with some key takeaways from this deep dive into JFS's Q2 FY25 results. So as we kind of wrap up our deep dive into JFS, what are the key takeaways that you think our listeners should remember?
Well, I think first and foremost, you're witnessing a company in hypergrowth mode.
Yeah.
Their financial performance this quarter is a testament to their strategic execution and their ability to capitalize on market opportunities.
They're not just growing for the sake of growth, though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Their expansion across various segments from lending and payments to insurance and wealth management
Yeah.
indicates a vision of becoming a holistic financial solutions provider.
And they're not shying away from innovation.
No.
Their general focus, with its emphasis on digital inclusion and user-friendly technology, is a clear differentiator in a market that's often seen as traditional and complex.
You also want to keep an eye on those strategic partnerships.
Yeah, for sure.
That collaboration with BlackRock, a global investment giant,
Huge.
could be a game changer, potentially bringing new investment products and strategies to the Indian market.
But as we discussed, this partnership also comes with risks.
It does.
It'll be crucial for JFS to manage this relationship, carefully ensuring alignment of goals and mitigating those potential conflicts of interest.
Absolutely.
Their focus on financial inclusion is another key takeaway.
It is.
Their efforts to reach underserved communities and empower individuals through financial literacy could have a significant social impact and contribute to their long-term success.
And while their foray into wealth management is still pretty new,
Yeah.
it holds immense potential.
It does.
If they can successfully democratize wealth management, making it accessible and affordable
Right.
for a wider audience, it could revolutionize the way people in India manage their finances.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, their success isn't guaranteed.
It's not. No.
They face some stiff competition from established players, and the regulatory landscape is constantly evolving. But based on what we've seen so far,
Yes.
JFS is a company with a clear vision, a strong execution capability, and a commitment to innovation.
Yeah.
It's an exciting journey to watch, and we'll certainly be following their progress closely.
We will.
For our listener, the key takeaway is this. JFS is a company that's worth paying attention to.
Absolutely.
They're not just reshaping the financial services landscape, they're also aiming to make a positive impact on society. Whether you're an investor, a customer, or simply someone interested in the future of finance, JFS is a story you'll want to follow.
I completely agree. It's a testament to the power of innovation and the transformative potential of technology when applied to the financial services sector.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into Jio Financial Services and their Q2 FY25 results. Thanks for joining us on this insightful journey.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you.
And to you, our listener, we hope this deep dive has provided you with valuable insights and sparked your curiosity about the ever-evolving world of finance. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep exploring the fascinating world around us.